Hey, what is going on YouTube? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and I'm back with another episode of Doomsday Last Survivors. In today's video, we're just going to be doing a recap of G201 Fearless Warzone Island Raid. We had tons of fun in this event. It was a very competitive, I want to say, event. It was very, scrappy. I'll just say that. Where can I begin? So it basically begun by us wanting to ally with ASL or Chew because we thought that they would have the best alliances out of the whole map, and they were our neighbors. So we reached out to both of these alliances right at the beginning, and one of them ignored us. This Chew alliance ignored us, and ASL, once I told them I was a YouTuber, they ignored me. So, so we decided to ally with Many, which was our third option. No offense to Many, it's just they're all the way over here, and if they were over here, we probably would have allied with them over these two. But so yeah, we got Many and the Unsung Heroes FKOR, which is a Korean alliance. We're going to call them, for the purposes of this video, we're just going to call them Korea. So they offered us an alliance during the time that we were in talks with ASL and Chew, which honestly wasn't really that much of a talk, to be honest with you. It was just more of us talking and them not responding. So when we got the message from FKOR, who told us they would be allying with Many, and they wanted help fighting Chew and ASL. So basically the story goes, we started pushing out, and on day one, we were pushing out towards the 7 immediately, like right at reset on Thursday. And our goal was to get right around this area here, so we could block off Chew from beating us there and putting a garrison there. We wanted them to attack us, and I know that's not a foolproof plan. They could have just built around us, which eventually that is what they did. However, it was kind of a bait and switch type thing. So basically we were going to bait them into attacking us, which did work. They did attack us, but unfortunately by the time we got to about this spot here, we started with like 15-20 people on, and then by the time we got to our designated location at around 4 UTC, which is like really early in the morning, most people had jumped offline by that point, so it was just a few of us online holding it down, and we eventually got clapped. So we got clapped, started getting pushed back. We're getting pushed back. We gave up the fight eventually, just said it's too much, we can't do it. And they had ASL over here a little bit helping them as well, so ASL and Chew ended up becoming allies. So the first day was pretty much just whatever. We were just kind of pissed off, you know. Wasn't too sure what was going to happen for the rest of the event. On day 2, Many and FKOR started pushing northward towards this spot here, this place, together as a team. So once they combined here, Chew had already pushed down. This is the red boxes is Chew. So they had pushed down to about right here. And ASL and FKOR, or Many and FKOR, decided to double rally them right around here. They were double rallying. So they ended up closing off Chew and cutting them off there. So we just had to basically finish the job. And this is day 2, so as we're doing that, we're also going around and collecting those coins. The coin pursuit. I don't see it here anymore, but yeah, I don't see it anymore, unfortunately, so I can't show you the scores there. But on day 2, for those that don't know, there's this game where you can like go around and build a helipad right near anyone's 7, and you can just attack it and steal quote-unquote coins from it. And at the end of the day, whoever has the most coins wins a prize, and we won first place on that day somehow. So we healed up our men. We got ready to fight on day 3, which was today. And early in the day, we ended up fighting Chu again. Somewhere around here, if I remember correctly. It was somewhere in this location. Although I can't remember exactly where because my mind is not working properly right now. I think it was right around here they had made their way to. And we ended up fighting them. And again, same problem. Most people just couldn't hold down. There wasn't a lot of people online. And we ended up just giving it up. So I went to bed. And this is now the last day. And I don't know what happened. I woke up. And we had taken complete map control. Our whole team was able to defeat Chu. So we defeated Chu. And ASL is now in their helipad. So Many and FKOR have been like super impactful for this whole event. And I was shocked by that. I underestimated FKOR at the beginning because I looked at their alliance and I didn't see a whole lot. I mean, nobody over 200. Not saying that they're not good. I'm just saying, like, white part there. It was just, I was looking at the other teams and it wasn't quite matching up in my mind. Like, they had some really strong people in this alliance here. This virus guy was incredibly strong. Coldplay with 249 million might was incredibly strong. Chu had this guy over here. All white parts. Pikachu is really strong. Almost 1 billion kills. Range main. They had a lot of good field fighters in these alliances, but eventually they just wore themselves out. They wasted all their troops, and yeah, our alliance has really held up in this one. Our alliance with Many and FKOR is the only reason we did this well. It's the only reason we're not sitting in our helipad right now, because it could have been Chu. You know, if Chu had decided to ally with us, I think we could have had sort of a similar result. Like, we could have probably won the event or came in second, but since they decided to ignore us and gave us no respect, and I'm not saying that's why we won or why this all happened. I'm just saying, like, they literally gave us no respect, you know? And that's unfortunate for them. You know, we've got a lot of fighters in this alliance. We might not be the strongest alliance in the world. We're definitely not. There's a lot of scrappy accounts on here. And, you know, again, it just kind of, the stars just aligned, right? There's no real explanation other than the fact that literally Many and FKOR were able to, like, because basically by day 2, Chu had complete map control supported by ASL, and Many had probably the hardest job out of all. They had to hold off ASL over here from the counter push when they're doing the double rallies on Chu with FKOR. They also had to hold off counter push right at this bridge, which they did. So they held that off, and they won this battle as well. So I don't think they could have done it if it wasn't for the fact that they were literally both beside each other directly. And as a result of that, that's why Chu has very limited amount of troops left. And we were pushing them for over here. So they had pushed us all the way back to our helipad. So we, at the time that they started double rallying, we decided to start pushing forward here. So Chu was being triple rallied effectively, and they couldn't withstand the pressure, so we ended up winning that. And this whole side of the map was pretty well irrelevant. Another reason why things probably turned out the way they did. IO was not present. They didn't do anything. MIAG didn't do anything. SHD didn't do anything. So FKOR didn't have to worry about anything on this side of the map for the entire event. It was just easy coasting for the whole event on this side of the map. So at this point now, we're just watching this. Watching for a counter push. If Chu decides to wake up and start pushing again, we have to watch out for that. Maria Kane, you win the prize for the most annoying human being in the history of the game in this event. Anytime there's anything going on, like I bet you if I come out of my shelter right now, she's sitting in her shelter looking at this exact spot, waiting to strike. If I just brought like even just one troop over here. And yeah, you might think that's normal, but if you're over here, you could be over here. Right here. And Maria Kane is going to find you, and she's going to bring her troops, and she's going to march, and she's going to attack you. It doesn't matter where you are in the map. Maria Kane is always looking. She's always watching. She's always ready to strike. So she continued with her attacks, and I told her. I finally snapped. I messaged her and I said, "Come fight me, coward." So she did. She brought out 2v1. She 2v1 me, which I still won. I said, "Still lose, haha." She said, "Haha, weak," so she's calling me weak. I said, "Yeah, try that one-on-one, coward." "Oh yeah, I just want to give you an idea of this person before we get into this. 98 million might, 350 million kills." I couldn't believe it. She goes, "You are very weak." I said, "Yeah, but you need 2. You're weak." So she said 2v2. So I said, "Okay, 2v2. I'll show you the 2v2 battle report." Here's the 2v2 battle report. I beat her in that. Quite handily. Better armaments. Better vehicle. Better squad equipment. Sorry to tell you, Maria. Better beast. Better chips. Prettier face. Sorry, Maria. You lose. So I said, "I'm better, just admit it." She goes, "Haha. Just victory, might power is still weak." Weak exit. So I stopped coming out at that point. I said, "Haha, keep yapping. All you can do is hit and run." She kept running away. Every time we tried to come out and attack her, she'd always just run away. Even if there was just one person on the battlefield, she's always just running away. "Well, your troop has come out weak." I said, "Keep coping." So then she said, "Weak out." I don't know what weak out means. What is there another translation for that? Weak out, I don't know. So I gave her one more. And I beat her in that. And that was it. She definitely wins the prize for most annoying human being I've ever... It could be any time of the day. 6, 12, doesn't matter. It could be over here. We're fighting this team over here. Doesn't matter. She'll find it. She'll find out. And she'll march and she'll be there within 5 minutes. We could be burning someone over here. Over here. Doesn't matter. Maria's there. Maria doesn't sleep. She doesn't eat. She's just constantly waiting. Waiting to kill. Waiting to annoy the fuck out of Andrew. Maria, I hope we never meet again. I'm just being honest. So how are you feeling now, Chu? Are you satisfied or Feeling good now? How about now? How about you, ASL? How you doing, Virus? How do you like me now? Did you have fun? They're on Fortnite. And I wouldn't have said anything, honestly, I wouldn't have, but you guys ignored us, you guys disrespected us, and you got punished for it. So just write in the comment section, just call me daddy and everything will be okay. Just say, yes, you are my father. Yes, Black Dragon, you are my father. And we could just forget about all this, pretend like it never happened. And the next time I message you to say you want to be an ally in Island Raid, you'll reply with one word. No, 2 words, actually. Yes, Daddy. Okay. Got it? Good. So we gave FKOR the win, because they kind of, you know, did everything. Not really, but they did a lot. So we gave them pretty much whatever they wanted. And yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. That's Island Raid and Fearless in a nutshell. If you guys like the content, go ahead, like, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. And I'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, peace.